Let's take a moment and talk about persuasive speaking. I'm going to give you a brief overview, and then I will tell you how you're going to be graded on your persuasive speech. Pretty simple, right? So first, let's go ahead and talk about uh, what persuasive speaking is. Persuasive speaking is when you're speaking with the goal to change someone's mind or to get them to do something. For this speech, I want you to get your audience to do something. You need to be able to give them a solution to a problem for this speech. So if the problem is we have cancer and we don't have a cure for it yet, then maybe the solution is we all donate to American Cancer Society, and you give the directions for how to do that. That would be persuasive speech because you're persuading your audience to do something specific. I do not want you to just tell your audience that you want them to think about something or that you want them to go out and educate themselves on something, because those are both really passive. I want you to get your audience to actually do something active. Maybe that's donate money to a charity. Maybe you've created a program that you want them to support or to volunteer for. Whatever it is, you need to be specific and let them know what you want them to do. That's what a persuasive speech is. Now, for this persuasive speech in particular, you're using the same topic that you had for your informative speech. You just are looking at it in a different way. So you're going to be able to use some of the same sources, and some of the parts of your persuasive speech may look similar to some of the parts in your informative speech. I think that's a good overview of persuasive speaking. Let's go ahead and talk about how you're going to be graded for this speech. So you have the opportunity to earn 125 points. Sorry, this one's not correct. It's 125 points. So for your attention getter, you need to have one. Present, effective, easily identifiable, 5 points. Same with your listener relevancy, speaker credibility, thesis statement, and preview of points. Your transitions, you should have 3 of them. Earn 15 points, or 5 points each. Then you have the different parts of the body of your speech. You have the need, the solution, and the visualization. You should have all parts from the outline present, and they need to be effective. You need to cite at least 2 sources for the need. For the solution and for the visualization, you only have to have 1 source each. If your parts are present but they're weak, or you don't cite the correct amount of sources, or you're missing part of it, you'll only earn 5 points. And if you don't even attempt to cover that information, you will earn 0 points. So there are 3 points of a conclusion this time: review of main points, call to action, and the clincher. If they're present, effective, and easily identifiable, they need to be in the correct order, you will earn 5 points each. If they're ineffective because they're out of order, or they were very, very weak, or I can't identify them very well, then you earn 2.5 points. And if I can't identify an attempt made, then you will earn 0 points. Professionalism. Boop, boop. You need to be organized. You need to not be scrambled. You need to be appropriately dressed. You should know what that means by now. You should know what no distractions mean and appropriate tone means as well. You're allowed, just for a moment on appropriate tone, you're allowed to be passionate. In fact, I prefer for you to be passionate. What I do not want to hear is apathy, meaning I don't want to hear robot voices. I want you to be natural. So that's where appropriate tone comes in. The rest of the guidelines should be pretty familiar for you. You are allowed 1 side of 1 index card or less. You don't have to use an index card, but if you do, you should only use 1 side of it. So it'd be wise to show me the index card front and back on screen. If you do that, you earn 10 points. If you use more than one side of one index card, you earn 5 points. And if you have multiple index cards, you have a scripted speech, or you're reading something from something not on the camera, then you will earn 0 points. And last but not least, your time frame is 6 to 8 minutes. If you fall within that time frame, you will earn 15 points. If you're 30 seconds or less over or under time, you will earn 7.5 points. And if you are more than 31 seconds over or under time, you will earn 0 points. Once again, I'll total the points here. I'll give you feedback here, and then I will email you the rubric once I've completed all of the grading. If you have any questions on how you're going to earn points for this assignment, do not hesitate to ask. I will go over the different parts of the outline in a different video, so make sure you look at that. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.